Okay, good morning class. So today we're looking at the November 2021 paper 2, the end of last year's paper 2. So it's grade 9, paper 2 from our school. Okay, so the first question says in question 1, the following are marks out of 10 that a group of 15 learners got for a class test. So they load the class test. The first question says, arrange the marks in ascending order. So what does ascending order mean? Scholars to mix. Can somebody give me that arrangement, please? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so those are the numbers there. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Absolutely. Now the question says to calculate the mean mark. Okay, so in 1.1.2, your mean is going to be the sum of the numbers over the number of numbers, not so. So we say 2 plus 2 is 4, 8, 11, 21, 27, 34. Okay, how much does this get up to? 90. Okay, over 50, which is? Sorry? 6. Okay. You all agree with that? Then 1.1.3 say the median. Now the median is the middle number of sources on. 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. So it's the 8th number. So I can't play little games on myself. I put one finger here and one finger there. And I work my way to the middle. Okay, it says 1, 2. So 7. So 7 is in the middle. So your median is equal to 7. The mode is a number that occurs the most. And the mode is 7. So 7 is occurring 4 times. Okay. In your range, what's your range? The highest value minus the lowest value. So it's 10 minus 2, which is 8. Okay. Yes, Michael. No. But it just shows the examiner you know what you do. And make it the habit of doing it like. So tell 2 me to make quick. So we're waiting just to start. So that to align the pu'azai. People, are you all with me? Salam living. Right, so let's move on with our lives. So the next question in 1.2 says, the South Africa needs accommodation for tourists as the COVID-19 regulation has been relaxed. It's estimated that the following are needed. Yeah. So in Johannesburg, flats they need 900. Whilst hotel rooms they need 1,200. Durban is 500 flat, 1,000 hotel rooms. Abega, no? Abega, yes, this was previously known as PE, no? Port Elizabeth. 400 flats, whilst hotel rooms is 800. Cape Town, 800 flats, while 1,400 hotel rooms. Okay. You okay? Okay, all have a lot of spices. Alright, the question says, which type of graph would be more suitable to represent the above information? Double bar graph. Yes? Histogram? No. You must remember that a histogram is used for continuous data. Like when you work out heights of people, weight of people, you're measuring liquid, those things. You're going to use a histogram. Not so. What else? When you're using discrete data, like number of cell phones, number of flats, these type of things, you're going to use a bar graph. Okay, in this case, it's going to be a double bar. Okay. How many cities were surveyed in South Africa? 4. How many hotel rooms are needed in the 4 cities? How do you get that? You only add those numbers, not so? So it's how many? 4,400. Now, how many were surveyed in South Africa? 4, no? The double bar graph. Okay. Okay, this belongs to that question, eh? Thank you for coming, Michael. Means a lot to us. People, in tube 1.2.4, the question says, what percentage of number of hotel rooms are needed in Johannesburg? What percentage of number of hotel rooms are needed in Johannesburg? So how many hotel rooms were there in total? 4,400. Not so. So how many hotel rooms in Johannesburg? 1,200. I was going to almost write the flats. 1,200 over 4,400 times. So it's going to give you 1,200 over 4,400 times 100. Gives you 27.27%. Then it says what? In what city is the most hotel rooms needed? Hotel rooms? Cape Town. Cape Town at 1,400. In which city is least flats needed? Least flats. Mabega. Right. Right. You all agree with that? Yes. Right. Let's carry on with our lives. People, question 2. We are told that a spinner with 3 colors, red, green, and black, is spun, and a coin is tossed at the same time. So we have a scenario here where a spinner is spun, it has 3 colors, and a coin is tossed. So how many outcomes does a coin have? 2. So here we don't draw an apple tree. No. Okay? That's your 3 diagram. So your first event has 3 options. So it's red, green, and black. So what is the probability of red occurring? 1 out of 3. Can you see that before? So there you write the branches. Green, 1 out of 3. Red, black, 1 out of 3. So that is what we call the first event. Yes, Michael? You see, it didn't ask you for the probability on the branches, so they won't penalize you. But make it a habit, because that's not normally how we do. People, what is the outcome for the second event? If it's a red, it can either be on the coin, heads or tails. If it's green, Heads or tails? Blue? I'm sorry, black? Heads or tails? What is the probability for your heads on the second toss, on your second event?
1 out of 2.
Tails, 1 out of 2. And it's all 1 out of 2. Okay, for those of you who went heads then tails, then you would have that 3 happening like that. Okay, then it's going to be red, green, blue, red, green, blue. Okay, because they are independent of each other then. Yes, Michael? As I said, the question here didn't ask for the probability on the branches, so they won't penalize you. Okay, but make it a habit of doing it, because most of the time it's given like that. Okay. So the next question says, but part of this question, they ask you here to actually illustrate the number of possible outcomes for the experiment. So if we look at the number of possible outcomes, what we say is going to be red heads or red tails. Not so. Green heads, green tails. Blue head, blue tails. Black whatever. So how many outcomes are there? 6 outcomes. Okay. What's the probability of spinning any color and tossing a head? Any color? A heads. But there must be a heads. So it's going to be 3 out of 6, which is we must simplify. No? Don't forget. The next one. What's the probability of spinning in a red color? There's those two, so it's going to be 2 out of 6, which is 1 out of 3. What's the probability of spinning a white color and the tails? There's no white. 0 out of 6, which is 0. Okay. Then in 2.2 we are told that all the grade 9 learners were asked whether they had cell phones or not. If they had one, they also had it to indicate whether they had it on contract or whether it was prepaid. You guys know what contract is, no?
Yes.
Right. The responses are shown in the table below. This is what you call a QA table. Okay? So the first question says, calculate the value of A, B, and C. So we know that we work across like in a row of boys. We know that A plus 57 plus 24 is equal to 100. We know that 23 plus B plus 37 is equal to 150. We know that 42 plus 147 plus C equals 250. We also know that A plus 23 is equal to 42. We also know that B plus 57 is equal to 147. We also know that 24 plus 37 is equal to C. And we also know that 100 plus 150 is equal to 250. Can you see that before? And that is where the way this table works. Okay? Called a two-way table. So to calculate the value of A, I can say that 42 minus 23 is going to give you A. Not so? Yes. So 42 minus 23 is 19. So I replace A with 19. Look at B. 57 plus B is equal to 147. So B is equal to 147 minus 57, which is 90. And C, we know that 42 plus 37 is C. So C is equal to 61. Okay. You all agree with that? Now it says that in 2.2.2, if a grade 9 learner is chosen at random from the school, what's the probability that the learner will be a girl? How many girls are you in total? 150. So the probability is going to be 150 over the total number, which is 250, which is 3 out of 5. A boy owning a cell phone. Yes. A boy, so it must be a boy, and owns a cell phone. So it can be, didn't specify a contract or prepaid. Both are cell phones, not so. So it can be 19 and 57 need to be considered. So the probability will be 19 plus 57 over 250. Yes?
Don't you add the totals?
Let's just add it here.
So not 19
Say again?
No, so it's fine.
It's going to be the same one, Sims. It's going to be 19 plus 57 over 250. Is 38 over 125. Is that what you got? But you understand? Okay, so it's 38. A learner with no cell phone. So how many learners has no cell phone? 61 has no cell phones. Didn't specify boy or girl. Okay, so the probability is going to be 61 out of 250. I almost think 61 is a prime number. Yep. Okay. You can test if it's a prime number. 61 equals shift. This is a prime number. No? What's a prime number? Divided by 1 in itself. People, question 3.1. We are told that ABC is a triangle ABC is inscribed in the circle below. Now inscribed means to say that we got a circle inside we got a triangle inside the circle with the vertices or the points of the triangle touching the circumference of the circle. That's what inscribed means. Okay. The girl at the back. Are you okay, Michael? You guys came earlier? Studying, okay. Keep on believing the lies you tell yourself. There will come a time that we will believe our lie, okay? So then we told that AC is 5 centimeters. Then, so this is 5 here, that is given. And AB is 4. AC is the diameter of the circle. Okay? Question says determine the area of determine the shaded area. So to calculate the area of the shaded region, I'm going to move this over. To calculate the area of the shaded region, which question is this? Question 3.1. 3.1. So the shaded area is going to be the area of the circle minus the area of the triangle. Okay. Area of the circle minus the area of the triangle. How do you calculate the area of a circle? Pi r squared minus the area of a triangle. So half base times perpendicular. So half base times perpendicular. So to calculate the area of a circle, I need to know what the diameter, the radius is from there to there. That's your radius. But we know what the diameter is. The diameter is 5. So the radius is half that, which is 2.5 centimeters. Okay. So it's going to be pi times 2.5 squared minus a half. Now you see we don't have the base. The base is BC. Because the perpendicular height is 5 and 4. Can you see the perpendicular height is 4, standing 90 degrees to the base. So how do you calculate BC? By using Pythagoras. So I say BC squared. Well, firstly we say 5 squared is equal to BC squared plus 4 squared. Reason? Pythagoras with angle B equals 90 degrees. Okay, so 5 squared is 25 is equal to BC squared plus 16. To get over the equal sign, 25 minus 16 is 9. The square root of 9 is 3. So the person who was doing the sum, we questioned the paper we took to scan, got the sum right. Okay? So it's going to be BC, so it's half base, this is BC, which is 3, times the perpendicular height, which is 4. Okay, so this we can put in the calculator. It's going to be pi times 2.5 squared minus a half times 3 times 4. That gives us 13,63 centimeters squared. Okay, any confusion there? In question 3.2 we are told that a triangular prism is shown in the figure below. The base is a right angle triangle with DF 8 centimeters, DE 10 centimeters, and FE is 6 centimeters. The height is 15 centimeters. Okay, I'm just going to minimize this here. The question says calculate the surface area of this triangular prism. Calculate the surface area of this triangular prism, and this is question 3.2. How do you calculate the surface area? Perimeter, so the surface area, total surface area, perimeter of base times height plus twice area of the base. Okay, so the perimeter of the base, you see there's a triangular base here. So the perimeter is going to be the sum of those sides. Not so, that's the base. So in other words, it's going to be 8 plus 6 plus 10 times the depth of the object, which is 15 plus 2. Area of base, how do you calculate the area of a triangle? So half base times height. So what's going to be your base here? 8, yes, and the height is going to be 6. So do it at 90. No? One bigger base, and relative to the base is going to be the perpendicular height. So it's half base, which is 8, times height, which is 6. 6 plus 8 is 14, 24. 24 times 15. Plus half times 2 is 1. 8 times 6. Can you give you 408? 408 centimeters squared. Is that correct?
Yes.
Right. 4 marks for that, eh? I'm upset they give you so many marks, no? These easy sums. Right, here we are given, you just minimize this a bit. Here we are told that calculate the volume of a solid cylinder without a rectangular prism. diameter of the cylinder is 100 centimeters. And the height of the cylinder is 40 centimeters. So, people, what's happening here is that we have a cylinder. It's question 3.3. We have a cylinder, and out of the cylinder, there's a rectangular prism that is cut out. Can you see that? So, once we calculate the area of the cylinder, we must minus the area of the rectangular prism. Does it make sense? Right. So we say the volume of the cylinder minus the volume, that the remaining volume is going to be the volume of the cylinder minus the volume of the rectangular prism. Okay. Can you see that, people? How do we calculate the volume of this? Volume is equal to? How do you calculate the volume of a prism? Area of base times height. So in other words, I must go with area of base times height of the cylinder minus area of base times height of the rectangular prism, and then subtract the two. Okay? So how do you calculate the area of the base of the cylinder? What type of shape is this base? A circular base. So how do you calculate the area of the base? Pi r squared times the height of the object. Not so. Plus or minus, sorry. How do you calculate the area of this base? Length times breadth, yes. Length times breadth. Length times breadth times height, which is the height of this shape. Can you see that? Which is also the height of the cylinder here. The same height. Not so? So we go pi. What's my radius? The diameter is 10. 15?
15.
Or 50? Right. The perimeter, the radius can be 50 squared times the height. 40 minus the length. The length of this piece is going to be 20 times the breadth, which is 10, times the height, which is 40. You guys understand? So we go pi times 50 squared times 40 minus 20 times 10 times 40 gives you 306,000. Is that correct? 306,159, 27 centimeters. Will any confusion here? Yes? The long way, you did it separately and then you subtracted. Same answer? 100%. So easy 6 months. Is that what you said now? Yes? You're starting to understand. Yeah. Sorry? In the exam? For the whole section? It's between 10 and 15 marks. Don't you like the side, the section? You must practice. Why do you come to the extra classes after school? Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. That's free. I go free. No. Monday, Mahala. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. For free. Next year we're carrying on the same days. Free. Huh? How do you mean only Thursday? Because you people don't come the other days, that's all. Mr. G. Mr. G. He has it on one day, and then you say Mr. Dixon has it on Thursday. I could accommodate you also on a Thursday. But not this Thursday because mine's You guys know you came early on Thursday, no? Yes. The no class is Thursday. Because we have meetings, online meetings. Right. Not which Thursday? Thursday coming. Right, let's do this quickly. Come now. I know you guys are very upset that school is closing early. Yes, I know. So you guys just want to work, no? Yes, yes. You just want to relax. People, we are told in question 4.1. Below is a right angle triangle. You think of a right angle, what comes to mind? Right. Complete the following statement. X squared plus y squared and x squared is equal to y squared plus z squared. Who can state the theorem of Pythagoras in words? Any right angle triangle, yes. Hypotenuse squared, yes. Some of the other two sides squared. Yes, Lisa, can you? Give Lisa Kanya a round of applause. That's when they say Lisa Kanya. They say in any right angle triangle, that means you say it's 90. Yes. If it's not a right angle triangle, can I apply the theorem of Pythagoras? No. Okay. Alright, next question. 4.2.1. Calculate the length of the unknown sides each of the following triangles. So what do we say here? R squared is gelijk aan 20 squared plus 15. Yeah. There's going to be 20 squared plus 20 squared. No, man. 20 squared plus 15 squared equals 625. 625 is equal to a squared. Did I ask us to solve a or a? A. So I square root both sides. So a is equal to 25. Yes, Michael. Ask me something mathematical. Not to go to the toilet. Yes. Okay, what do you want to ask? Can you charge your phone? Bathroom. Jesus. Yes. Yes, I'm listening. But there's no units here. Okay, you want me to write units? I write units. But there were no centimeters or meters anyway. We left it out, I would have it. Okay. But Lisa Kanye just want me to rather deduct marks on you guys. Yeah. Right, next one. 4.2.2. You see where your x is lying? Yes. Far from where you need to be? Yes. Alright, let's bring the x closer to us. Alright. So, from this information here, if you look at which triangle your x is in, which circle of friends, it's with the D, the E, and the C. Where you? Yes. Right. But if you look at the triangle highlighted DBC, can I calculate the x at that point? No, sir. No, why not? What do we need? We need a BD. Okay? So, I must first sort out BD. So in other words, we're going to first work in triangle BDA. BDA. Bad. Yes. Your x was bad for us, so we work right. So it's in triangle ABD. We want, the unknown length is going to be BD. Right. Carry on, Ms. Van Boom, since you're not looking the same. I see you're not looking here. How much I feel? I feel cheated on now. You see? She's busy with another subject in my class. How much I feel? Right? People? BD is what? Hypotenuse. I start off by saying BD squared equal 4 squared plus 3 squared. Reason? Pythagoras with angle A equals 90 degrees. So BD squared equals 16 plus 9, which is 25. Square root. I'll give you 5. Right, now we bring the x closer to us. No? Closer to the heart. Yes. So let's go. Now we're going to work in triangle DBC. So it's an intra-angle DBC. Do I have to write this here? No. Oh yes, you don't have to. So where's your hypotenuse now? 13. The hypotenuse is always opposite the 90. Yes. So 13 squared is equal to 5 squared plus x squared. The reason? Pythagoras with angle BDC or CDB equals. So you take it over the equal sign. So firstly 13 squared is 169 is equal to 25 plus x squared. Take it over the equal sign. 169 minus 25 is equal to x squared. 144. The square root of 144? 12. 12 centimeters. Okay. And then what age did you leave your x? 12. Yes. Don't need to check, no? Right, let's carry on with our lives. We don't need these x's in our life, yes. We got bigger x's now, you see? Right. Geometry. Right, here we tell the following angles complementary. What does complementary mean? Adds up to 90. Supplementary? Add up to 180. Jessica, what does complementary mean? Supplementary? You just told you now. You're like totally out of it. To me, complimentary. What does complimentary mean? You say you look nice today. That's a compliment. It absolutely angles it adds up to 90. Nice. And supplementary? Nice. Alright, so 5.1.1. The following angles, 80 and 90. Complementary, yes. Now if you're looking at x plus 35 plus 145 minus x, that cancels, leaves you with 180, which means to say this is the end of the supplementary angles. Angles it adds up to 180. Alright. Let's carry on with our lives. 5.2. There was a time, Jessica, geometry was your favorite, no? And now you're busy with other stuff. Sleeping and with the phone and...
So I had a dream that I was actually close and we were watching a movie. But it was happening right now. And it didn't look like I was sleeping.
But now what does complimentary mean, Michael?
Nice.
Nice, okay. Now you're not dreaming, I'm glad you're not dreaming anymore. Right, in the figure below, we are told that ABC is a straight line. The angle of the straight line adds up to 180, also known as supplementary. So DBE, this angle is 75, and the other angle is 55. Determine with the reason the size of x. How do we get that? X plus 75 plus 55 equals 180. Why? Angles on the straight line. So x equal to 180 minus 35 minus 55. Or 75. We're going to give you? Yes, Michael?
For the reasons stated by straight angle B.
Straight angle beat, no. No. Don't make up your own Mickey Mouse. This is right what to be right. Angles on a straight line. No? So sometimes you can make up something that the examiner will accept. But don't always bank on it. Rather go with what is given to you. Okay? But one day when you're a maths teacher, then you can maybe make up your own stuff. You must want to become a maths teacher, no? Grade 1 maths teacher. What do you want to become a maths teacher?
What is
Right. Listen, we need teachers, no? All of us is dying out. Right. Yet? No. That's one thing we're sure about, no? Dead. So prepare for that. Right. So we are told that in the diagram below, QTR is 140 degrees. Then TRS is 3x minus 10, and QSR is going to be 2x plus 35 degrees. Calculate the value of x, giving the reason for your answer. So we know that the exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two interior angles. No? So we say 140 degrees equals 3x minus 10 plus 2x plus 35. Why? Exterior angle of triangle. Dot, dot, dot. And this triangle TRS. Okay. So those are like terms. I keep on one side, so 3x plus 2x equals 140 degrees plus 10 minus 35. Now you see the rules that applies to equations. In paper 1 applies here as well. Okay. So 3x plus 2x is 5x. 140 plus 10 is 150 minus 35. It's 125. Correct? Divide by 5 both sides, so x is equal to? Is that correct? 20? This is wrong. 125 is wrong. Okay. 115. Divided by 5 is 20. Thank you. You know, I can't add, so I'll get there one minute, she says. Okay. Number 2. What's the actual size of QSR? QSR. So angle QSR is 2x plus 35. But what is your x? 23. That's why it's your x. That's too old for us. There we go. Yeah, now you see, now stuff like this, Jessica, keeps you going, but the maths don't get it. How much I love you? Give you an angle of? 81. 81. Laten we friend? Kambalito. Are you okay? Right. Let's carry on with our lives. 5.4. This learners had fun with this paper, no? Yes. Wasn't so hectic. Systemics. Okay, so that we can look at for next year's group, okay? Come on, man, I don't want you again to be grade 9 next year. I want you to be a grade 10 next year. Oh, okay, people, it says in the diagram, B or A, BE is 65 degrees. Then these lines are parallel. And we are also told that angle ABE is equal to, so this angle here. So if those lines are parallel, people, what we know? Corresponding angles are equal. Can you see that? Yes. Then we are told that angle ABE, which is 65 is also equal to EBC. EBC, which is this angle here. Not so? The question says, find with reason the size of ADC. ADC. So you see that's already 65 corresponding angle. Can you see that? So let's write that down. So we say that this is 65 degrees. We're going to just say the angle D. No? And why is it 65? Corresponding angles with CD being parallel to EB. Do I have to state that? Yes. We leave that parallel lines out, you're going to lose them. Alright. Then I want you to work out angle BCD. BCD, this angle here. But we know that this angle is 65, not so? So we must first say, we have to first say that EBC is equal to 65 degrees. And why is that 65? Because you're given that ABE is equal to EBC. Can you see how that was given to us? That's one mark you must take. No? Why? Because it's not on the diagram. If it was on the diagram, you didn't need to state. Okay. Now we're going to go with the fact that it's alternate angles here. Not so? Now we say that angle BCD is equal to 65 degrees. And the reason there itself, alternate angles, with EB being parallel to CD. Yes? You see that was drawn there by somebody. You see, when we get all those question papers back, it doesn't take any question paper. It is scanned. Okay. Sorry? No, there you can see clearly that this is on the diagram. And that, of course, is not on the diagram. Otherwise, it would have been typed in. You understand? Okay? Right, next. Here we are told that in 5.5 that A, B, C, D is a parallelogram. People think this is a parallelogram, 14 comes to mind. What comes to mind? Opposite angles are equal. So angle A is equal to angle C as well as angle B is equal to angle D. Opposite sides are equal. So AD is equal to BC and AB is equal to DC. What else? Opposite sides are parallel as indicated here, and the third one is the angles bisect each other. Yes, Michael? They could ask you that, yes? If not, why not? Yes? People, the question says in 5.5, determine the size of angle B. The thing stopped the recording now. No, it didn't. So the question says calculate the size of angle B. But before I go into that, I first need to solve for x. Not so? So I'm going to solve for x. X plus 50. X plus 50 plus 2x minus 20. You're using the factor that is equals 180. Why? Going to the angles with AB being parallel to DC. So that's going to give us 3x. 50 minus 20 is 30. So we say 180 minus 30. 3x 180 minus 30 is 150. Divided by 3 both sides. So x is 50 degrees. But we know that angle B is also equal to 2x minus 20. Why? Angles are two pairs of opposite angles equal in parallelogram. So therefore angle B is equal to 2 times 50 minus 20. What's 2 times 50? 100. 100 minus 20? Yes, Michael? I will give it to you. Okay. You all okay with this? Right, let's carry on. Let's see how much of this paper we have left. Is this the last question? Yes. Okay, so yeah. Okay, with this question I will do it in our maths period. Is that okay? Let's stop the video at this point. Okay. So I don't want to go through and then halfway through the question we'll stop. Okay. So when do we see you guys today?
Now.
Oh, now.
No, then we can.
Man. Right. So in question 6 we are told that in the figure below, AB is equal to AC and BD is equal to DC. The question says you are required to prove that triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. What does congruent mean? They're exactly the same size, exactly the same shape. Okay? So congruent means exactly the same size, exactly the same shape. People, there's 4 cases of congruency, which is side, angle, side, angle, side, RHS. Okay. So, how do we start with our congruency? We say in triangle and go with what is listed, ABD and triangle ACD. Okay. What can we say? AB is equal to AC. Why? Given. Then BD is equal to DC. Why? It's also given. Then AD, so common. So I can conclude therefore triangle ABD. So you got ABD is congruent to triangle, and we see the order ACD. Why? Side. Okay. In 6.1.2 it says hence. What does hence mean? I must use the previous question. Hence means to say I must use the previous calculation, previous answer. Booming. You see, when I tell you, you just use me to charge your phone. You see? Otherwise you go to the toilet. You take note, ne? You make us proud. That's example. Like you always do, okay? Why not? Right. People, it says prove that DA bisect BAC. What does bisect mean? What does X mean? Bisect. Cut in half. Cut in the equal thing. So if DA is bisecting angle BAC. That means to say that this angle, if it is that DA is bisecting that angle, then it means to say that A1 is equal to A2. If we are told that that line is bisecting. Now to prove that it is bisecting, we have to state that those angles are actually equal. But those angles are equal. Why are they equal? The triangles are congruent. So we say, since we just need to state the obvious, do we have to say this? Yes. Since angle A1 is equal to angle A2. Since that is the case. And why is that the case? Because triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. We have to state that, okay? Since that is the case. Let's take it away. So we can conclude. Therefore, DA bisect angle BAC. These two marks. Okay, one here and one in your reason. Okay. But you have to do the conclusion. If you don't conclude, you lose the one. Okay. No, you get was the one for the angle A1 is equal to angle A2. Okay. Let's go to the next question. 6.2. In 6.2 we are told oh yes, after this we'll take a look. Okay. In 6.2 we are told that triangle PQR and STR, we are told that PQ is parallel to ST. People, if those lines are parallel, what can we conclude? Okay, conclude. Angle Q is equal to angle T. Alternate angles, and angle P is equal to angle S. Alternate, no? No, I'm talking about the lines that are parallel. So if we told that RP is 10, ST is 3, and SR is 6. The question says show that triangle PQR is similar to triangle STR. So where do we start? In triangle PQR and triangle STR. What can we say? Now to prove similarity, you can only prove one way, which is angle. So you're going to prove that three angles are equal. So firstly we say that angle Q is equal to angle T. And why is that the case? Alternate angles with PQ being parallel to TS. Angle P equal to angle S. Why? Because it's alternate angles with PQ being parallel to TS. Can somebody call that other one out already? R1 equal to R2. Why? Vertically opposite. So I can conclude therefore triangle PQR is similar to triangle STR. Why? Angle. Yes. Just hang on. We'll just check that the order is also correct. Yes, what's your question, Michael? Yes, that is also fine. Instead of saying this, we could have said the third angle of triangle. Remember in geometry, if you use anything that is an acceptable theorem, then you'll get the full mark. Okay? Okay, anything else? No. Now definitely a distance question would follow this. Yep. And they ask you to calculate the length of PQ. Calculate the length of PQ. So before we go anywhere, we say that in 6.2.2, we say that PQ over ST equals QR over TR equals PR over SR. Why? Because sides are in proportion, or we can say that triangle PQR is congruent, similar to triangle STR. Okay. So now we fill in what is needed. We need to calculate firstly PQ. So I must try and pick up that one there. Not so. Then we know that PR is 10. PR is 10. We got that one. We know that ST is 3. And SR we also have, which is 6. Can you see that, people? So we say PQ over ST is 3 is equal to PR, which is 10, over SR, which is 6. You see, I don't need that. Okay, so what do I do now? Cross multiply. So 6 times PQ is 6 PQ equals 30, which implies that PQ is 5. So that means now 30 divided by 6. Hope you guys understand? Okay, there. People, even if you didn't manage to prove 6.2.1, you can still use that, the fact that they are similar in answering the next question. Yes?
That's what you get a mark for the reason because you didn't stay.
Without proving it.
Yes.
You should get a mark for the reason. But this here,
Yes.
you must write it in. Oh, on this side.
No, sir. Like on this one.
Or if you didn't prove 6.2.1 and you go straight into that, yeah, you use this reasoning. Okay. Because now since the factor of the previous question, you're using that information. Okay. People 6.3. Yeah, in 6.3 we are told that in the figure, O is the center of the circle. So here we are told that O is the center of the circle. O, PS is 38, P, QS is P, OS is 104, and PRQ is 55. The question says calculate the size of PSO. Calculate the size of PSO. So how do we calculate the size of PSO? Sorry? Sum of triangle. It's the easier way, isn't it? This is much a radius. Yeah, it becomes a sausage triangle. But okay, you guys, isn't this equal because it's from center to circumference was your radius?
Yes.
Did you see that? But you guys didn't see it, but it's fine. So you guys say that angle O is P is equal to 180 minus 104 minus 38. Why? Sum of triangles. And it's in triangle OPS. So therefore, OSP is equal to, what does that give us? 38 degrees. Can you see it again? It's the same thing. Okay, but you guys didn't see it, it's fine. I'm sure there's another question. Here we are told that calculate the size of QPS. Okay, there at the back, please settle down. QPS. QPS, the whole angle. But in order to calculate QPS, I first need to calculate QPR. Not so. Once I have that, I can add 38 and then get QPS. Not so. So how am I going to calculate QPR? How am I going to calculate this angle? Again, sum of triangles. Yeah. Huh? Do I have to state that it's 90 degrees? No, why not? It's on the diagram. Okay. So we're going to say that QPR is equal to 180 minus 90 minus 50. Okay. 180 minus 90 minus 55 gives us 35. 35 degrees. Ever answered the question? Not yet. So I say therefore QPS is equal to 35 plus.
38.
Do I need a reason here?
No.
No. We're not applying any geometry theory. We're just adding angles. Which can give you an answer of 73 degrees. So the whole angle is 73 degrees. Can you see that, people? Then 6.3.3, what type of triangle is POS? An isosceles triangle. Why is it an isosceles triangle? Because his angles, no, his base angles are equal. Okay, we can either say that two angles in a triangle is equal or two sides of the triangle is equal. But since we worked with the angles, we can just say two angles equal to the base angles. Okay. And the last question, the bonus question, we are told that angle A and B are complementary. So what does that mean to say? They add up to 90 degrees. So A plus B is 90 degrees. The size of angle A is twice the size of angle B. The size of angle A, whatever angle B is, you must double it to get angle A's size. Can you see that, people?
Yes, sir.
Find the size of angle A. So, wherever I see A, I replace A with 2B. Okay? So, wherever, as you see here's a A. So, 2B plus B is equal to 90. 2B plus B, 3B. So, B is 30 degrees. But they want the size of angle A. So angle A is 2 times 30, which is 60. Alright. This paper was fairly decent, it was nice. So at this point we'll stop the video because we have gotten to the end of the paper. And we will now choose our last paper for the year. Okay. Let's stop here.